Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Beast Comes at Midnight. And this is a werewolf horror film coming to you from co-writer and director Christopher Jackson. And this film focuses on an outcast teenager live streamer must enlist the help of four popular kids after he discovers that a werewolf is tracking one of them in their small rural town. And this film is a nice little quaint, small budgeted, small town type of film that plays around with, pretty familiar tropes and elements of werewolf films and leans into them with a sense of charm and an earnestness that gives this film that kind of like B-movie kind of charm. Once you actually see this werewolf, it's gross, it's gritty. You can definitely tell it was made with a lower budget, but I think it benefits from that. And also there's a campiness to how, it'll be like something's in the trees and it's just shaking trees. And, it looks silly and low budgeted, but there's a charm to it and we appreciate it. And I like the main character, who's a little awkward, a little off, but confident in what he does, and this attracts this young popular girl, and I think their little connection is charming, and they go on these little dates, and the whole entire element of him being like a live streamer and being involved in all this cryptid stuff and all of this, I think, just adds some fun layers to it. You have some familiar performers, like even Eric Roberts pops up as this mysterious man who the young man is trying to find. And, it certainly leans into a lot of tropes that you expect from like werewolf films, stuff like that. Nerdy kid, popular girl, kinds of elements. It's quite familiar, but I think this film has enough charm that Jackson brings to the table. And you have some story elements where you inject some silly things, like the one character Laserfang, aka Sean. Mom, don't call me Sean in my bedroom, it's Laserfang. And that whole entire dynamic where he keeps having this guy calling into his live stream named Laserfang, except his mom keeps coming in and vacuuming while he's trying to talk on this live stream. And obviously this is a grown man. And you have fun little elements like that sprinkled throughout. Some of the humor's a little lowbrow, and, others it's charming and fun and adds a charming little bit of levity to this horror flick. And this is certainly one of those types of films that you can feel its budget, but at the end of the day, there's enough heart that gets injected into this experience that you can overcome those types of elements and have a good time watching it. But those are my thoughts on The Beast Comes at Midnight. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.